Hello and welcome to the Inner Space vlog for July the 19th, 2013. My name is Terry Brightwater. I am a holistic life coach and quantum space clearer, and working for my business, Inspirational Living. And we're here today in the Afan, again, so one of our local beauty spots next to the river Afan. And behind me, so you can see these lovely wild blackberry flowers here. Very intimate little spot here. And today's vlog is about intimacy, and it's our inner intimacy, which is really, I feel, is about our soul intimacy with ourselves, our intimacy with our own soul. Now, the last vlog that I did was about 10 days ago. I was playfully letting go of matriarchy and patriarchy within myself. And I think when we really allow that to happen, what we're left with, or a clearer space of, is our relationship to our soul. Because a lot of the controlling behaviour of matriarchy within us, and then that punishing ourselves, not giving ourselves space and time for ourselves, particularly in our relationship with ourselves. And it's quite an intimate subject, really, because one's relationship with one's own soul is a very intimate subject. So I've been very intimately exploring that more than usual in the last 10 days particularly, and I've had lots of revelations about that. I found it very useful to have a reading from Sonja Francis and her Soul Based Astrology, which kind of really set the scene, gave me permission, if you like, to explore that more deeply, which I have done last weekend and this week. And I found it really nourishing and nurturing to clear the way for a much more nourishing, intimate, much more conscious relationship with my soul. Integrated and dealt with some complexes that were kind of getting in the way of my relationship with myself, with my soul. So I think it's quite good to clarify as well that I talk about myself and my soul. I see ourselves as kind of our personality, and which I've talked before in previous vlogs, which I'm going to do some more videos on, which I keep promising that I'm going to get around to, is defining the difference between our instinctive self and our intuitive self. And I think that when we integrate ourselves, our conditioned selves, we're kind of left with our intuitive selves, which is a kind of divine personality, which is our self, which naturally forms around our soul as we come into a body. But as we go through life, as we grow up, we become conditioned, and we tend to react to life through just purely our body, our unconscious, fearful, instinctive self. But our body has a conscious nature as well. Our body that is unconditioned and has a conscious connection to our intuition and our soul. And I feel like we communicate with our soul through our intuition, which is this inner knowing, this heart-based feeling, that's that that place in between our soul and our body, and it literally is. In the chakra system, you have right at the bottom of the chakra system in our base, down in our genital area, there's the base, and then at the top is our soul, just above our head, our soul star, and in between all of that is our heart, right in our heart chakra, right near where our physical heart is. So it's a place of, our intuition is a place of balance between our soul and our body. And really what is required for a conscious relationship with our soul is time with ourselves, and allow ourselves to let go in that time of external relationships, concerns of the world, our outer relationships, with our partner, with our family, with our friends, with our work, and just give ourselves just soul time, which is just yourself and your soul. So coming out into nature, even being in the garden, if you've got the luxury of having a quiet garden, a quiet space, I find laying down in a sunbed, or even better still, in a hammock, where you've got that rocking motion, looking at the sky, just being with yourself, is a great place to be in that heart connection, that heart intimacy with your soul. And what that gives rise to is coming to peace with your soul's journey. I think one of the things I've really discovered is how our unintegrated personality, our instinctive personality, fearful personality, tends to resist our soul's path. Because our soul is really here in our body to experience the adventure of life, to take risks, to face fears and danger with courage, in a joyfully intimate way. And our instinctive survival self tends to not want to do that. It just wants to survive, it wants to get by, it wants to take care of ourselves fearfully, and that doesn't really harmonise with your soul's journey. So, I think that's something that's part of our soul's journey, sort of paradoxically, to come into relationship with that paradox. And where I am in my own life at this time is giving way much more to my soul's path, consciously, much more playfully, much more enjoyably. So I hope that makes sense for you. That's what I've been experiencing myself. The clients I've had over the last 10 days, they've been synchronistically, they've been experiencing that same theme of being much more intimate with their soul. So the affirmation for this week is I am naturally relaxing into my soul intimacy. I'm allowing space and time for this synchronicity. I'm now relaxing into my soul intimacy. I'm allowing space and time for this synchronicity. So much love and many blessings on your inner space, and I look forward to seeing you next week.